Good morning, everyone. That was totally the wrong song, but it started playing, and I was like, oh, crap, I'm just going to let it play. Let me see who's all in here. I hope everyone had a good 4th of July weekend. I did. I'm tired, but I had a good weekend. Let's see. Shug. Good to see you, Shug. Mel. Beach Bum. And Beach Bum is Jamie, if anybody's wondering. We only have one life. Good to see you, girl. Morgan M. Leather and Lace. Ooh, I like that name. Hello, welcome. Alex V. Morgan M. Sheila, good morning, welcome. Tanny, so good to see you. I'm doing good, Tanny. I hope you are. Annie P., good morning. Debbie, good morning. Tanny, I have missed you. Where have you been? I saw your comment the other day. I don't know if you saw my reply, but I was like, I miss you. Red Rum, good morning. You know, I understand. Sometimes people take breaks from YouTube. You know, they got a life. Sometimes people get tired of watching one channel and they'll just take breaks. Lanny, good morning. I think I'm saying that name right. Lanny, I knew somebody named Lanny. So we got a lot to talk about this morning. First, I'm going to talk about Carole Baskin. This woman is ridiculous. And if anyone's not familiar with Carole Baskin, she was on the Netflix documentary Tiger King. What was it? Murder, Mayhem, and something. Joe Exotic tried to put a hit out on her, allegedly. But anyways, he got convicted. He's in prison for like 22 years. But Carole, she continues to do videos on her missing husband. Her husband, Don Lewis, who vanished off the face of this earth, I believe it was in 96 or 97. She has blocked me from her channel for asking a question in a respectful way. I asked her why she did videos putting down her husband that's missing. Well, she blocked me. Now she's put up another video. I would be ashamed if I was her. What she said in this video, talking about her missing husband, Don, had allegedly affected hair on his leg. And the way she said it like Don was lying, like it wasn't an infected hair. It was a sexually transmitted disease. She goes on to say that she caught his infected hair, and I'm doing my hands in like the quotation marks, his affected hair, and had, I don't even want to say this, but I'm going to. She said she had discharge coming from her. She actually said that in a damn video. Can you believe that? What is the purpose of this woman even if it is true, what is the purpose of her putting down her husband that's missing? Nobody knows where he's at. He vanished off the face of this earth. She didn't even try to look for him. She didn't even have a memorial service for him after he was declared dead. We're going to listen to her video. If she strikes my channel, she'll strike it. It'll be the first strike I got. I really don't give a shit. Carole Baskin. I'll try to talk over some of it. We're going to listen to the one from yesterday. It says 1996. Okay, December 5th, 1996. Why does she have to put 1996, 12:05? Why not put it the right way? December 5th, 1996. She is ignorant ass.
This woman's fax was written entirely in capital letters. So I think she was a whole lot more angry than I ever was about it. But I'm going to read it to you as she sent it. And
you
I
don't get angry.
English was her first language, so
Can't hardly hear her.
A little weird. I came into my office to find a fax from Bertha, which reads as follows. To Don Lewis, thank you for stealing my money. You are a thief. You kept the money that the people in Guapolis contracted to pay us, and you kept the money in your pocket, or maybe you put it in Karina's pocket, or maybe in Carmen.
So in this video, she's talking about Dawn scamming money from someone, and this lady evidently sent a letter or an email.
Pocket, or should I say the pockets of the girls you are picking up in the park.
Now
I hope your wife reads this.
Okay, let me pause a minute. Now she's saying Dawn picks up women in the park, prostitutes. Well, you know what I heard? I heard that Carole was a prostitute, and that's how he met her.
I'm going to tell her what kind of garbage she has for a husband. The last time I saw you, you told me that you did not want to do business with us because I have too high morals, and I would not let you bring any of your girlfriends that you were dating to this office after I found out that you were.
Now she wants everybody to believe Dawn had all these girlfriends. He's the bad guy. She's the innocent victim here.
Married. This is the first time in my life that I have been criticized because I do not steal money and I do not cheat on my husband. And I do not care if your wife believes it or not because I can give her names and addresses. By the way, Dawn, do you still want to divorce your wife because she is interfering with your business? Is she giving you more problems, like spending so much money on film to take
she talks so damn slow.
Did you tell her about when she came to Costa Rica to go to Bagaces, and you did not expect her back at around 10 at night, and you called to Bagaces, and Martha told you that she left early, and you told Karina that she had to leave your apartment, and she got mad at you because she did not know you were married. Remember?
I'd cheat on you too if I was married to you, lady, because you are a bitch.
You told, I don't know if this is Michael or Michelle, spelled Michale. Remember you told Michelle that your wife almost got you with this girl. If you were trying to give your wife an explanation.
Okay, well, lady, if Dawn cheated on you the whole time y'all was married, why did you stay with him? Are you ignorant?
I am sure it's not because you care about her. It is because you care about your money. I do not care if your wife gets mad at me for telling her the truth. I will give her more information so she will not have any doubt about this.
Bullshit.
We have seen you at the park at night. Your wife can call me anytime. Better if she comes to see me and I can introduce her with the women. Take care of yourself. I do not want you to die of a heart attack.
Carole, you know that you wrote this yourself. This didn't come from some Karina.
When your wife goes for more than 200,000 US, you were crying.
She is a liar, Sheila.
That your ex-wife got from you. I thought she only got 50,000.
You would know. You're all about money. 50,000 is a lot of money.
One more thing. I hope you do not get the AIDS sleeping with those prostitutes.
Hope you didn't get the AIDS.
Pay me the money you stole from me.
God,
parentheses after that. Anyway, we already sued you for grand theft and other things.
Let's look at the comment section.
That's the end of her fax. The fax timestamp is actually
January. Okay, we don't care about the fax timestamp. We're going to go to the next video where you're talking about Dawn giving you a disease.
December 6, 1996. For the first time in a week, Don wakes up amorous, and I ask him about his sores, and he said they were completely gone and that it was just an ingrown hair. I have been up bottle feeding kittens every 3 hours since the middle of last month.
Yeah, because you bred tigers. That's why you was bottle feeding kittens.
I was too tired to get into a huge fight for denying him. All day I've been discharging and suspect I have contracted his ingrown hair.
Jesus.
I have arranged for a Publix commercial to be shot here, and I'm trying to get the backdrops in good repair before next Friday. They are advertising wildlife on Easy Street in the ad, and I want to make it look good. Part of this entailed removing the old chain link wire from over the nicer, newer fence in the tiger enclosure so that the tigers can be in the background for the picnic on the beach shot. In the middle of the day, Don decided he wanted to keep the ugly wire at the bottom, removing only the top, and came to tell me.
I'm mad too,
I was in a cage with a cat that was freaking out and a photographer who didn't know what to do, and Don pitched an absolute fit when I wouldn't just walk away from a very dangerous situation to listen to what he wanted done. So he told the workers to do it his way, and if I complained, just to keep on doing it his way or else. He is so hateful all the time.
So are you.
It especially angers me when he talks to my father that way. Dad never.
Well, why did you stay with him for? It's your fault, because you're money hungry.
Does anything to step on Don's toes or disagree with him, and yet Don talks to him like he was trash. The next day, when Don finally calmed down after disappearing for 5 hours at a gun show, he agreed that the fence looked awful the way he had told them to do it, and now wanted it changed back to the way I had originally asked.
Oh, yeah, because you're the best. You're the greatest.
It doesn't matter what is going on. Don feels compelled to jump in and make a mess of it.
You feel compelled to get on YouTube and put down your husband that vanished off the face of this earth. Why? Why do you do this for? It pisses me off.
I wish I understood what drives him to be this way.
I want to understand what makes you be this way, you stupid ass. Sorry, guys. She gets me so pissed off. She really does. Why in the world does she get on YouTube and play the victim and make Dawn out to be this pervert that gave her a sexually transmitted disease, that's mean to her? Nothing he does is right. It kills me. It drives me crazy. I don't understand. She should be on YouTube trying to find out what happened to her missing husband. But see, she already knows what happened to him. She took him out. Yeah, she blocked me. I don't care if she blocked me. I got another account, Sassy and Classy. I try not to use my Funny Form channel to comment on stuff unless it's like an animal video or anything. Hey, KDF. Did I see Mac come in? Yeah, there's Mac. Hey, Mac, faithful one. She really hated him. Leather and Lace. She really did. Like, I'm just so bumfuzzled to why she gets on YouTube, says all these bad things about Don, and she's the police's #1 suspect in his disappearance. I just don't understand. Like, she's giving them a motive. She had a lot of hatred towards Don, and you can tell in these video diaries. If that's really her diary from the 90s. She could just be writing this crap. We don't know. She could have wrote it 2 days ago. She blocked me for asking a respectful question. I told my hubby Mark, I said, that bitch down in Florida blocked me. I usually don't call people names, but she really is. She is hateful. I'm sick of her. She goes around looking for her names in YouTube titles. Sometimes when you punch in Carole Baskin, just punch in Carole Baskin, sometimes her videos show up and mine do too. She probably knows I talk about her. I didn't know it, guys, but there is a missing mom of 2 in North Carolina. She has been missing for 2 weeks. We're going to pull up her picture. Her picture's actually, it should be in my thumbnail, I'm pretty sure. Let me just find her. Her name is Elizabeth Spencer. Here she is. Let me find the images of her. Just when everybody see her face, she has beautiful, beautiful hair. My hair used to be long like this. Yeah, they was searching a lake with her. They had a dog out on the boat and stuff. She went out with friends. Allegedly, I guess she left her friends and just disappeared. It's a sad story. Let me find the article so I don't get anything wrong. Right here it is. Let me see if they've got a news clip. Yeah, right here. We're going to play the news clip. Allegedly, I guess she left her. If it'll play, I'll play it on my phone.
A Craven County mother hasn't been seen for weeks, and her family is desperate to find her. 30-year-old Elizabeth Spencer was reported missing in June. Investigators are searching for clues, leads, and evidence to explain why. 90 Your Side's Caroline Boyer joins us live. Caroline, the Spencer family reached out for an exclusive interview. What does the family want the public to know?
Shayla, it's been more than 2 weeks since Elizabeth Spencer's family reported her missing. They're holding out hope of finding her. The Spencers say she went to downtown New Bern to spend time with friends early on June 16th, but never came home. They say Elizabeth would never leave without making sure her 2 kids were taken care of. They want Elizabeth to know her daughters and family miss her greatly. Elizabeth's stepmother, Amy, says their lives are changed forever.
You never expect you're going to live through something like this. You just don't know. You wake up one day and everything's changed. And should she be found and brought back to us alive, everything is still changed. Nothing will ever be the same again.
Amy Spencer says the family is in a lot of pain, but they have a new appreciation of each other. She hopes that will be a positive takeaway of this experience. I also spoke with Elizabeth's father, coming up at 6, how the family's feelings of uncertainty of her whereabouts are affecting the whole family. Caroline Boyer, 9 on Your Side.
Okay. So she's got, let me see how old her kids are. She's got a 10-year-old and an 18-month-old. Now, the 18-month-old, they said, is aware that her mom is not around. She has been waking up in the middle of the night, crying inconsolably. She will also cry during the day inconsolably for her mother. It's really sad. I was a little bit suspicious of her stepmom a little bit, but crap, I'm suspicious of everyone. So she went and met her friends and then just disappeared. I'm sure that police have interviewed her friends. Usually when someone goes missing like that, it's because someone they know did something to them. So her dad and her stepmom evidently, from what I understand, was babysitting the kids so that she could go out. And she just disappeared. Now, I've been looking for more information, and I could just find basically what the news just said, what I just played. Let me get out of this so I can see my StreamYards. I've not seen any. Hey, TC. Why are all these women going missing? Good question, Leather and Lace. How old is she? It told me, I think 30. Let me go find something else about her. We'll find out her exact age. They've done a Wikipedia about her already. I've not seen any videos on it. Someone may have, but on YouTube, but I've missed it. Hold on just one second. I punched in her name and it pulled up an actress in a black and white photo. Okay. She's 30 years old. She was last seen around 1:30 a.m. It says officers are looking for 30-year-old Elizabeth Spencer. Police say her family last saw her around 1:30 a.m. Tuesday. Okay, this was back on June 18th, this article. She was last seen wearing blue jeans and a white V-neck t-shirt. I like those V-neck t-shirts too. She has blonde hair with brown highlights, hazel eyes, a tattoo of 3 stars on the left side of her neck. She's 5 foot tall and weighs approximately 160 pounds. Gosh, she's shorter than me. Police say she may be driving a 2004 white Chevrolet Suburban with North Carolina license plate ZXZ-6715. They say her disappearance is still under investigation. The newest article I read, they just said it was under investigation. They didn't say if they suspected foul play or not. Where is this lady's vehicle? They need to locate that vehicle. It may have some clues, evidence in it, fingerprints, something. Mel will be right back. She's getting a snack. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was smart this morning. I ate before I went live. Mark went and got some biscuits and gravy. Because I've been getting sick, like at the end of my lives. I've just been waiting too long to eat, and it makes me really sick. So, yeah, I want to talk about Michelle Troconis really quick in the Jennifer Dulos case. If anybody's not familiar with it, I can tell you what happened. Cell phone. Yeah, they need to find her cell phone. It didn't say anything about that beach bum. Soccer mom of one. Good morning, sweetie. Hope you're doing well. So Michelle Troconis, she was charged with conspiracy to commit murder because she helped Fotis Dulos dispose of evidence, and Fotis Dulos allegedly killed Jennifer, his estranged wife. Well, Michelle Troconis has gotten her way, and she got to go retrieve some items from Fotis Dulos' estate, which really got on my nerves. She went and got her wine glasses and her weight bench, because we know wine glasses and weight benches are sentimental and they can't be replaced, right? She just had to have those. She is so stupid. What is so special about wine glasses and a weight bench? She just wanted her way. I got news for her. Her ass is going to prison. Her fingerprints were on a trash bag that her and Fotis disposed of on Albany Avenue in Connecticut. It had Jennifer's bloody clothes in it. It had like bloody sponges where Fotis had done the cleanup after he murdered Jennifer. Michelle's fingerprints are on the inside of that trash bag. That means she opened that trash bag. She knew exactly what was going on. I can't wait for her to go to trial. Now she can't speak English. She's got to have a translator. Been living in America forever. She can't speak no English. Bull crap. I don't believe it. Yeah, very important items. Wine glasses and a weight bench. She is so stupid, that gal pal. She knew that Fotis had planned on killing Jennifer. Hell, Fotis and Kent Malwhenny, his ex-lawyer friend, who's also charged with conspiracy to commit murder, had planned on killing Jennifer and Kent's wife. They wanted them out of the way. But Kent's wife was smart. She was scared of Kent, and when Fotis called her to arrange a meeting for her to come to his house, she said, no, not without my attorney. And it's a good thing that she didn't, or they would have murdered her too. That's what they were planning on. It's my opinion. Yeah, she can't speak English now, Tanny. She's speaking it real, real good before her ass got cuffed and stuffed. Really pisses me off. Arthritis is no fun. No, it's not. My grandmother had that crippling arthritis cement shoes. Her arthritis was so bad, her toes laid over on each other. You know what I mean? And her fingers. Okay. So, it says Army investigators positively identify remains as Vanessa Guillen, family says. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her name right. I've heard it pronounced a couple of different ways. I looked it up and it's like pronounced Gillen, it said. I don't know. If I'm not pronouncing it right, I'm sorry. Remains found earlier this week east of Fort Hood in Texas are those of PFC Vanessa Guillen, her family told the Washington Post on Sunday. According to the Post, family members said the Army investigators had made the positive identification 2.5 months after Guillen's disappearance from the base. The discovery of the remains on Tuesday sent investigators to SPC Aaron Robinson, who killed himself as they closed in. Robinson's girlfriend, Cecily Aguilar, has been arrested and charged with conspiracy to tamper with evidence. She also gave him a heads up. I think that's how he was able to leave the base. Cecily sent Aaron a message and said, "Babe, they found pieces," meaning they had found pieces of Vanessa. So Vanessa had been sexually harassed, she told her family, by Aaron Robinson, I believe someone else too, but she didn't report it. The other day, I wasn't sure if she had reported it or not, but she hadn't. The day she disappeared, she got called into work. She was in an armory room doing some work. Aaron Robinson calls her to come to the armory room that he's in. It's a little bit confusing. So that's why they found her ID and stuff in the armory room. She just left it there so she could run to the other armory room. She was planning on coming back. But they got in there. She confronted him about having an affair with an ex-soldier's wife, said she was going to report it. He grabs a hammer. I guess there was a hammer laying there for some reason. Starts hitting her in the head. She doesn't go down immediately, so he keeps on hitting her till she goes down. Puts her body in one of those pelican cases. Pushes it to the side. Goes home, gets cleaning stuff, I believe. Comes back, gets the pelican case, and tries to load it in the car. The Army knew this. There was witnesses that saw him struggling to load the pelican case into the vehicle. The Army is corrupt, I'm learning. This is probably not the first time they've done a cover-up. Okay, so when he killed Vanessa, it's like he had 43 minutes to clean up the blood and stuff. There is no way that he cleaned up all that blood and splatter in 43 minutes. For one thing, there's no towels, I learned, in the armory or cleaning supplies. Hey, Tremaine, thank you. So what says, here is $10 for my beautiful big blonde. P.S. I'm going to throw that damn game Fortnite in the trash if my nephew don't stop asking me for money every day. Thank you, Tremaine, for the super chat. And I know exactly how you feel. My son has spent thousands. My mom has gave him on Fortnite over the last couple of years. I'd say he's spent a good 5,000 or more. I asked him yesterday. He wouldn't tell me how much he thought. He said probably $1 million. I was like, no, we don't have $1 million. So they are very tight in the Army. They literally will do just about anything to keep so etching quiet. Well, I mean, someone had to have walked in that room and saw all that blood. He killed her with the hammer. It's like, killing someone with the hammer. When you hit them in the head with the hammer and you pull it back up, blood's going to come up and spatter onto the walls and stuff, onto other items. There's no way he cleaned all that up the way he brutally murdered her with that hammer. No way he cleaned that mess up in 43 minutes. It's impossible. And this Cecily Aguilar, I can't say her name. She needs to be charged with the terrorist act. She cut up a U.S. soldier's body and burned it. That's a terrorist act. That's what Nancy Grace said, and I'm with her on it. Why can't I think up something like Fortnite? Jeez. I've been telling my son he needs to go to school to design video games. Oh, Tim, Battle Pass. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey, I just gave Timothy $20 2 days ago to put on his PS4. And my mom gave him 20 and my brother gave him 20. So he had $60. She's homely as sin. I thought that too. I was really shocked when I saw Cecily's picture. That's Dog the Bounty Hunter's daughter's name too, Cecily. I love that name. Well, I should say I did love that name until I saw this girl. Realized her name's that. Let me say that. Well, I should say it like I love Dog the Bounty Hunter's daughter's name, not this crazy lunatic. Okay. Let's see what else this article said. An affidavit filed in Cecily's arrest said that Robinson had beaten Vanessa to death with a hammer on April 22nd and then engaged Cecily, who is the estranged wife of a former Fort Hood soldier, to help him dispose of the body near the Leon River. The two of them used a machete to hack Vanessa's body apart, initially trying to bury the parts in separate graves. They returned a few days later and encased the body in cement buried in shallow graves. I guess the body parts they put in cement. I know exactly what kind of cement they used. And the reason I know this is because at Lowe's, they keep the play sand I use for my hermit crab tank back there with that quick mixed cement and stuff. It's in the same section. Okay. 9 days later, workers building a fence just a few feet away smelled decomposition and saw hair. Wait. I missed something. Strike that. Let me start over. Investigators were looking at Robinson and Cecily early on in their probe, as witnesses reported in May seeing Robinson lug a heavy case out of the armory where he and Vanessa worked. Using data from their phones, investigators searched an area near where the remains were ultimately found, but found only indications of fire, portions of a box, and the smell of decomposition, but no body. 9 days later, workers building a fence just a few feet away smelled decomposition and saw hair. They called police, and later that day, Cecily was in custody. Robinson fled his barracks, even though he was confined because of COVID-19. The affidavit said that police had Cecily call Robinson, who told her, "Baby, they found pieces. They found pieces." Okay, I thought she called him and said that, but he called her. I guess he said it. Police ultimately found him, but he shot himself before he could be arrested. Vanessa reportedly told her family that she was being sexually harassed at work at the base, but didn't feel safe reporting it. She felt if she spoke, something would happen, her sister Myra Guillen told the Post. "I now realize everything leads back to them harassing her at work." Who is them harassing her? Aaron's one person, so I want to know the name of this other person that was harassing her. The Army, however, said it found no connection between Vanessa's death and the allegations. Are you freaking serious? When Vanessa went missing, the Army learned that she had been sexually harassed. Her family told them that they found no connection, even though witnesses saw him struggling to get the Pelican case into his vehicle. Nobody went and asked him why he was taking a Pelican case off the base, because I'm sure that was the Army's Pelican case. No, you couldn't write. You can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. This will be a movie. I saw a movie once, and I think it's based on a true story. It's called The General's Daughter. And I think she was raped. I think she was raped and murdered, if I'm not mistaken. And it was another soldier. When they were trying to burn Vanessa's body, or they was dismembering it and tried to burn it, at that exact same time, Vanessa's sister was arriving at the base to look for her sister. And they were down by the river dismembering her. I saw Myra speak on TV. She was very angry. And I don't blame her. Very angry. Very hurt, of course. Vanessa was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Sometimes the truth is scarier than fiction. They did a big cover-up here. Vicky saw that movie. Wasn't she raped and murdered, Vicky? I think it's based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken. I was going to highlight Leather and Lace's comment. Hey, Very Merry, good morning. He had help cleaning that crime scene. It was probably the girlfriend. Yeah, but would she be allowed on base? I know Vanessa's sister arrived on base, but, her sister was missing. She might have permission. I didn't know if civilians could just go into the base, into the armory. He had to gotten towels from somewhere, unless he brought them. But no, he couldn't have brought them. Because he would have had to done the cleanup right after he murdered her and put her in that case. So he would have had to have left that room and went to the cleaning supply closet and gotten stuff out. There's just no way. There's no way he cleaned up a bloody crime scene like that in 43 minutes. No way. Someone else saw something, and they're just not saying. They said before he struck her with the hammer, she was like, I've got to report you. And he's like, no, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you ruin my career. And just picked up the hammer and started hitting her. Yeah, Becky, I think she was raped and murdered. And she was really a general's daughter. That's why the movie's called that. It's based on a true story, I'm pretty sure. Let me look and see. Let me get my phone fixed. I was telling Mark this morning, I was like, the Army's corrupt. I did not know this. They helped cover this up. These two should have been arrested a long time ago. The Army's stupid. I say stupid because they say there was no connection between her disappearance and her being sexually harassed. Are you crazy? Have you never investigated a crime before? Okay, right here, I've got the general's daughter pulled up here. I don't know if it's based on a true story or not. I thought it was. It's not saying. But anyways, this is a good movie. I should watch it. The General's Daughter. It's probably on YouTube. Did y'all see where that little 8-year-old girl was shot? She was shot and killed after her mom drove through a barricade where Rashard Brooks was killed. We'll read it in a minute. Let me look at the chat just a second. I'm bad just to go through one topic to the next and not even look to see what y'all are saying. My apologies. I get ahead of myself. Let me get on my live chat. It's a 1990s movie. Hey, Save Robbie, how are you? Yeah, I think it is. It's like, I thought it said like 1999 or something like that, Robbie. Oh, I loved your video you uploaded. Gosh, I can't think of the song now, but you did a great job. I love that song. I was on the porch listening to it with the squirrels. Yeah, she's 8 years old. I watched her mother in a news interview this morning. Actually, me and my son did. And he's like, that's so sad. I mean, she just... You could see the pain and sadness in her eyes and voice. She talked real calmly, but she lost it there at the end. Let's see what this says. Let me pull up her picture for everybody. She is cute as a button. Her mom said this morning, we didn't mean no harm to anyone. My daughter didn't mean no harm to anyone. It broke my heart. Let me screen share. Oh, she's doing the peace sign like I do. If I can get it to scroll. There, I'll pull up her picture and I'll read the article from my phone. An 8-year-old girl was fatally shot after her mother attempted to drive through illegally erected barricades near the site of last month's fatal police shooting that killed Rayshard Brooks. According to the Associated Press, 8-year-old, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to pronounce her name? Let me see if it's got a news clip here. Because I don't want to pronounce her name wrong. Let me see if I can get it on the news thing. Cesaria, I think it's Secoria Turner. I think that's her name. Secoria. I'll have to look it up later. Let me finish. Okay, according to the Associated Press, 8-year-old Secoria Turner was in a car with her mother on the night of July 4th when her mother attempted to drive through illegal barricades near an Atlanta Wendy's, where Brooks was killed by a police officer on June 12th. Ongoing protests have continued for weeks at the scene of the police shooting. Oh, crap. Let me fix this. Crime Online and their stupid ads. I mean, they'll put 50 ads on here. Ongoing protests have continued for weeks at the scene of the police shooting. Atlanta police officer Garrett Rolfe is facing 11 charges, including felony murder, after he fatally shot Brooks in the back as Brooks was running from officers. Police had been called to the fast food restaurant on the night of June 12th after Brooks, who is black, reportedly fell asleep in his car. During a struggle with officers, he reportedly took a taser gun and ran off before he was shot. As Crime Online previously reported, Rolfe is accused of kicking Brooks while he was lying on the ground after shooting him. The Associated Press reports that police said in a statement that Turner's mother was trying to enter a parking lot when she came upon a group of people armed with guns who were blocking the entrance. The suspects reportedly fired into the car, mortally wounding Turner, who was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. Turner, that's the little girl. That's her last name. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms reportedly said at a news conference that at least 2 shooters were involved in Turner's murder, and the suspects are still at large. You shot and killed my baby, the mayor said. You shot and killed a baby, the mayor said at a news conference Sunday, joined by the girl's grieving mother. That's the one I watched. Authorities have asked for the public for help in identifying the shooting suspects. One was reportedly dressed in all black, and the other one was wearing a white t-shirt. The girl's mother spoke to reporters at Sunday's news conference. She would have been on TikTok dancing on her phone. She just got finished eating. We understand the frustration of Rayshard Brooks, the woman said. We understand. We didn't have anything to do with it. We're innocent. We didn't mean no harm. My baby didn't mean harm. Yeah, that's what broke my heart. She lost it at the end of the interview. It's really sad. Let's click on these white racist men here. I read this article this morning. I can't pronounce none of their names. I didn't even bother to look up these suspects' names because they don't deserve their names pronounced correctly. I think some of them's can. These guys, it's got all their names here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's not even showing on my phone that I clicked out of it. Okay, now it is. I got that stupid banner up. Let me take the banner down or comment. I always forget to take those comments down. Okay. See, it's not wanting to. My StreamYards is froze. Oh, that's so weird. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm trying to take this comment down, and it's not letting me. Take the comment down off my screen. Must be some kind of glitch or something. I'm sorry, guys. It won't let me take. I'll try to scroll and show y'all. So these guys were at an Oregon beach, and they were harassing a black family. 7 white men were arrested on an Oregon beach Saturday night for firing illegal fireworks, fighting with police, and harassing a black family. Police said they were called to the beach in front of the inn at Spanish Head at 9:30 p.m. because of the illegal fireworks. The group of men were also said to be causing a disturbance with other people on the beach. When officers arrived on one of the department's beach ATVs, they were surrounded by the group, who began taunting and challenging the officers for seizing illegal fireworks. When more officers arrived, they learned that the group, described by police as being confrontational and highly intoxicated, had been taunting and challenging a family of black persons by yelling racial slurs at them, insulting them, and using Nazi salutes towards them. Officers separated the white men from the black family, formed a barricade between them so the family could safely return to the hotel. What a bunch of jackasses. Ignorant asses. People like that's racist, they're really ignorant. I don't care if they've been to college, they're ignorant. No common sense. Meanwhile, police said several of the group of white men continued to taunt the officers, trying to challenge them to fight, while others shot off more illegal fireworks. Still, more police officers arrived and began arresting the men. And their names, I cannot even pronounce their names. Jenadiah Kochiko, 30, and Talili. I can't pronounce their names. They got some weird last names. Maybe they're like Russian. Okay, they were charged with rioting, interfering with police, disorderly conduct, harassment, possession of illegal fireworks, and offensive littering. Yuri Kochikov, I think that's his name, 30, was charged with the same offenses plus resisting arrest. The 7th man refused to identify himself and had no identification on him. He was taken to Lincoln County Jail for fingerprint identification and charged with the same crimes. The other 6 were issued criminal citations and released on Sunday because of the corona policies at the jail. The 6 men who were identified were all from Clark County, Washington, just across the Columbia River from Portland. Lincoln City is on Oregon's central coast, about 95 miles southwest of Portland. Can you believe that these assholes would get on a beach and harass a family that's vacationing? One officer had to escort the family home for their own safety. What does people not realize? That we are all human beings. We're all the same on the inside. We all got the same organs and stuff. We just look different on the outside. It just gets me pissed off. Put the gavel down, beach bum. It just gets me so mad. People are so ignorant. Kills me. I bet you one of their names is Bubba. Their names ought to be dumbasses, idiots. They was doing Nazi salutes and everything. This is 2020. People, get with the program. Get some common sense. Everybody is the same. We just look different. God created all of us equal. I'm going to put the gavel down. Hey, Remy. YouTube's been sucking ever since this coronavirus. Like, everybody's online and stuff. Call him Jethro. Yeah. Whatever happened to kindness? I don't know. Like, how can they gang up on a family? It don't matter what color skin they got. How can they gang up on a family like that? What did it say? Like 6 or 7 of them against a family that's just vacationing? Who do they think they are? Shooting illegal fireworks and stuff. They act like they're above the law. You know what I say? Take your Nazi salute and stick it up your ignorant asses. That's what I got to say about it. Carole got me riled up this morning, y'all. Carole Baskin. Oh, I need to go smoke and chill. She got me mad. Targeted, no reason. The family there just trying to enjoy themselves. Yeah, it does make us Southerners look bad to the rest of the world. Despicable. Yeah, everybody thinks that like people from the South are all white people's racist. It's just not true. There's a lot. I mean, there are racist people in the South, but there's racist people all over this country. As you can see, this happened in Oregon. That's not the South. And they were from Washington State. So it's just not Southerners that's racist. There are, like I said, there are racist Southerners, and there's a lot of us that are good people. Robbie loves it when I snap. Robbie, I'm so glad to see you back in here. Put up more music videos like that. I really enjoyed it. Tattoo racists on their foreheads so we have targets. Yeah, they need to take all those racists and just put them on an island. They can be racist against each other for the way they look or something. It's just so stupid just to dislike someone for the color of their skin. Hey, I can get along with anybody. The color of their skin, it just don't matter to me. I just see a person. I don't care about people's religion, what kind of religion they have, or anything like that. Actually, people that's got different religions than me, I like to ask questions. I'm interested in learning new things, I just don't get people. I rarely catch you. I've been getting up early again lately. Are you working, Robbie? Still working? I just love your little hamster. I had a hamster when I was little, Robbie, and I was so scared of it because you know what? They are mean. They bite you and they pee on you. So I totally get why you put a glove on to mess with Sandy. Is that her name or Sandra? Is her name Sandra? Sandra, I think. They should have to get swastikas like Manson. So we are forewarned. Yeah. What did Manson claim? I think Manson first just had a cross. Like, oh gosh, I got back bit or something. Carved in his head. And then later on in prison, he kind of changed it to a swastika, if I'm not mistaken. You're on an extended leave of absence. Well, that's good. You need, some time for yourself and stuff. Sandra bites me, but she has very good bathroom manners. My cousin also had hamsters, and every time you pick up one of her hamsters, it'd pee on you. Robbie, there is this channel here on YouTube. I will have to find it, and when I do, I will go to your comment section and post the link. But this woman has a mouse room. She has enclosures built into her. It's amazing. Her enclosures are like built into her wall. She has several of them. She has mice. She has hamsters, guinea pigs. It is so cool. Sandra only goes to the bathroom in the corner of her habitat. Oh, I love hamsters. I love all animals. I want a hedgehog. And there are tramp stamps. Well, we know coming. Very merry. I got a tramp stamp, girl. On my back. They call it a tramp stamp. I actually didn't get that tattoo to wear short shirts to show it off. It's a butterfly. I got it when I left my first husband, who was abusive to me. I got it because I like butterflies and a sign of my freedom. I paid for it out of my first paycheck. Got a job after I left his sorry butt. But yeah, they call them tramp stamps. Oh, hey, Bert's channel. Yeah, it's a mouse room. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I can't remember the name of the channel because I don't watch it a lot. I just pop in sometimes when I see a video uploaded. I can't find it right now. Let me see if it's this one. I can't find it right now, but when I find it, I will post it. I'll go to Robbie's channel and post it. The link to it. Let's see if there's anything else going on. Uh-oh, it's Idaho News. I got a notification. Let me click on it. Oh, yeah, they're supposed to be having a memorial service for Tylee and JJ. I think they're going to have one in Lake Charles, Louisiana, one in Idaho. They've not released the remains yet, so Larry and Kay Woodcock are waiting on that. Let me see if I can find that article. Okay, I got a notification from them, but it wasn't nothing about Lori. And I told y'all the other day, the 2 felony charges of desertion were dropped against Lori. They dropped those charges, but there's going to be some more charges coming. Well, they had to drop the desertion charges. She didn't desert her children. She murdered them. Hold on, guys. I got a cough. Funeral for cult mom Lori Vallow's kids can't be held because charred and butchered remains not released. Now, was that appropriate for the sub to title that like that? Probably not. No. On Friday, the family members of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan said funeral services would be held for them, including one in Idaho, where their bodies were found on Chad Dunbell's property. Let me scroll. It's got a bunch of pictures. Services will be held in Phoenix, Arizona, and Lake Charles, Louisiana, but the dates for these have not yet been announced. The Ryans, Vallow, Woodcocks, and Bedros issued a statement on Wednesday saying on June 9th, our worst fears were confirmed when the children's remains were found heinously concealed on Daybell's property. I called Chad Daybell Daybell, by the way. The grieving family said they wanted to bid a final farewell to JJ and Tylee, but all plans are pending since their bodies have not been released, nor an estimated date is given. They noted that once memorial details are finalized, they will be released to the public after the tangled web of an investigation reached its devastating conclusion last month. We are utterly devastated trying to comprehend how our children, full of brilliant life, ended at the hands of those who were supposed to love and protect them. We will never forget how blessed we are to live in a society of immense compassion, especially during these challenging times. The Ryan, Vallow, Woodcock, and Boudreaux families concluded. This week, Daybell, 51, and Vallow, 46, were both smacked with 2 additional felony counts of conspiracy to commit destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. After his June arrest, Chad Daybell pleaded not guilty to 2 initial felony charges of destruction, altercation, or concealment of evidence, which are different to the newer counts against him. Vallow has also been charged with obstructing a police investigation, asking a friend to lie to police on her behalf, and contempt of court for failing to follow a court order to produce the kids to officials, plus the additional new charges. On Thursday, 2 felony counts of desertion and non-support of children against her were dismissed. Court documents allege that Lori Vallow lied about having cancer to hide the whereabouts of her missing kids, whose bodies were found dismembered and charred in Daybell's yard. She told a friend, Melanie Gibb, that she had convinced JJ's grandmother to watch him by claiming she was suffering from cancer. Legal documents suggest JJ was buried in a pet cemetery on Chad Daybell's property. On Tuesday, Vallow appeared to weep, as Edens described how Tylee had to be identified by her jawline because she was so badly burned and dismembered during the remote court hearing. The court document stated that the teen's body was so damaged at Ada County Coroner's Office had to ID her using X-ray. Bless her heart. Prosecutors now allege that Vallow conspired with her fifth husband now, Chad Daybell, and her late brother, who's a psycho, Alex Cox, who died in December, to hide or destroy the kids' bodies on his Rexburg ranch. Excuse me, that is not a ranch. A ranch has horses and animals. I didn't see not one damn animal there. Hell, they ain't even no raccoons around. Chad shoots them all. It's not a damn ranch. I mean, I don't know if he shoots them all. He allegedly claimed to shot two raccoons, 2 different occasions. Because his son, what's his name, Garth? He had told, I think, a neighbor that his dad shot a raccoon out of a tree. It was sleeping in a tree. And then, allegedly, he told Tammy he shot a raccoon. I think that one was a lie, though. Okay, let me see what y'all say. Okay, so Chad Daybell's next Chad Daybell's next preliminary hearing is scheduled for August 3rd and 4th. I think I have that wrote down. Beach Bum, you got it wrote down on your calendar? Chad will be in court August 3rd and 4th. Beach Bum's the court reporter. She's secretary. She keeps up with all this. Okay, yeah, I've got it wrote down. And actually, on August 3rd, it's going to be a full moon that night. Just under 4 acres. Seriously, that is not a ranch. If he's got a ranch, I got a ranch. I mean, seriously, at least I got some farm animals. Is 411 now in here? If anybody come in and I missed them, I'm so sorry. I get to reading and I forget to look at the chat. Hey, Cheryl, Chad, Alex, and Lori are damn animals. Well, you know what? I don't even like to compare them to animals because animals have got more compassion and love in their hearts than those two fools, or three fools. Let me put it that way. If Alex Cox was alive, if he hadn't died in December, his ass would be in jail right now too. Verbal full moon triggers me too, Robbie. I think it triggers a lot of people. I looked up the Morphew case this morning, Verbal, and I couldn't find any updates about it. The only thing that I saw was like from a plunder video a few days ago that authorities were talking with some acquaintances of Barry Morphews in Indiana. I don't really think that's that unusual. They do that a lot. Missing persons investigations. I'm going to talk to your friends or people that, know you. Triggers my neighbors too. Don't even get me started on my neighbors. They're back at being a nuisance again. I have to stay on my other porch away from them. Well, I saw someone mention his name, Lisa, so I was just wondering if he was in here. Horry faked cancer. Yeah, and Melanie Gibb, she is just as guilty in my eyes, in a way. I feel like she is a little bit responsible because she went along with this craziness that Lori and Chad was selling her. She bought it, hook, line, and sinker. And she should have picked up the phone and called CPS when Lori told her that Tylee and JJ were zombies. I mean, that ought to show anyone. Someone saying that is unstable. They could harm their kids, themselves, or someone else. She should have done the right thing. She was buying into this stuff. She says that, she had her doubts, but she believed it to some point, I don't like that woman. I don't like her damn interviews, how she acts, her little happy-go-lucky attitude when she's being interviewed about two kids that were murdered and cut up and burned. Or at least Tylee was. I don't know about JJ. She's not a hero. She told the truth to police when they called her, when the kids were first missing, that JJ wasn't with her. Whoop-de-doo. She should have been calling CPS and the police a long time ago before the kids even disappeared. If you see something, say something. I know people don't want to get involved, but you could save a kid's life. If you call CPS because you're concerned there's nothing wrong, great. But you just need to call. I get so mad, I don't even know what I'm saying. She just pisses me off because she acts like she's a hero. She done that last interview to try to make herself look good so she would stop getting hate on social media. I think she's got some death threats. Hey, Bieber. If anybody's not checked out Leave It to Bieber's channel, check out her channel. She does true crime. She's going to start doing some live streams, I think, about 1 o'clock. I think me and her's on a different time, though, so I don't know if it would be 1 for me. It'd probably be about 2 for me on the East Coast. I think Gibb still supports them in all their actions. She's just saving her own skin. Yeah, she's saving her own skin. She would be in trouble right now if she had have lied to police when they were trying to locate JJ. She was smart enough not to go along with that. I think by that point she realized something's bad wrong here. And just how could she think Lori was some heavenly being doing the Lord's work when she's lying about having cancer to Kay? She acted like she had to lie to Kay Woodcock that she had cancer so she would watch JJ. Like making it out like Kay wouldn't watch him unless she told some kind of dramatic story. Cancer faker. I hate cancer scammers. Got no sympathy for them. Piece of shit. Yeah, Bieber's a great channel for crime. Oh, do I look like what's Long Island medium? Teresa Caputo. I do my side pictures when I make my profile pictures for StreamYard's YouTube. Hold on, guys. My son's not getting Skylar in like I asked him. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I told Timothy to let Skylar in, but he had his headphones in. He couldn't hear her. Yes, you look a lot like her. Oh, well, thank you. I love her. But, I watched a video, and they were saying all this stuff that she wasn't really a medium. And it like broke my heart because I loved watching her show. And it broke my heart when her and her husband split up. Larry. Yeah, I used to watch her show on TLC. They'd shit if they really got some cancer. That's probably what's going to happen to her, Brooke. I don't wish cancer on anyone. I really don't care what happens to Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. I don't wish for them to die or nothing because if I put that out into the universe, I'm afraid it will come back on me. But I do wish for them, for the judge or jury to give them the death penalty because I think they deserve it. But I'm not going to wish cancer on her. I'm afraid to. Do y'all know what I mean? Yeah, sorry, police. Charles tried to get help. He told him, Lori's a nut. Hold on, guys. Skylar, I don't know what to tell you. I can't get the door open. Let me see. I get locked in this room. There. Since I've got to fix that knob on the door. You shut it and you get locked in. Thank you, Tanny. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you. Have a good day. Yeah, we've had cancer scammers here on YouTube too. I mean, anybody else wants to forgive that crap, they can. I'm not. Nope. Meow. It was good to see Tanny in here. I hadn't seen her in a while. I thought I saw someone say they subbed to Bieber. Oh, Verbal says sub to Bieber. Yeah. Did y'all put her link in there? Yeah. Mel put her link in there. Thanks, Mel. I left for Horry and Flap to be sentenced to life in general population. That's worse than death for child murders. Hey, you know what? You might be onto something, KDF. Yeah, if they have to spend life in prison, probably be miserable for them. Well, they would be put in, they'd just be put with the other child molesters and killers, separate from the general population. See, the thing is, once they go into prison, they protect these prisoners that's done these heinous crimes. They protect them. We got a federal prison here. It's called Red Onion Federal Prison. And I just saw online yesterday that one of the inmates killed his cellmate, murdered him. Red Onion Prison, it's got the DC sniper in it. I was riding four-wheelers. The prison's like back behind my granny's house, through the mountains a little bit. We were back there riding four-wheelers when they brought the DC sniper in and helicopters. Man, there's helicopters, all kinds of crap going on. My ex-husband's son worked at Red Onion Prison as a CO, and he got PTSD from it. He had to quit. They threw urine in his face, feces, everything. It really bothered him. He's like a sensitive person anyways, so he didn't make a good corrections officer. I think we got two federal prisons here. We do. We got Red Onion, and then we got Wallens Ridge. Like, if they escape from Red Onion, they're going to be lost in the mountains. They'd never make it. It's like back in the boonies. It's like back in a holler, this federal prison. We could ride four-wheelers back behind my granny's house and sit up on the hill and watch the inmates in the prison yard. Because about the Doomsday Express. Wow, what company? Yeah. If they were put in general population, Horry and Flab would be attacked constantly for killing children. That would be justice. Yeah. Well, I wanted them to get the death penalty. I didn't think about it that way. I wanted them to get the death penalty because they killed two children and probably killed Tammy. I escape from Red Onion pretty much every day. Tremaine. Hey, Cece, thoughts about Ghislaine Maxwell? I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Ghislaine Maxwell, but she don't deserve her name pronounced right. Ghislaine is a pedophile. She is a monster. She helped Epstein molest and rape young girls. She would find the young girls. She would groom them. She would, ease them in. Like, she would get undressed in front of them, show them pornography. First, she would gain their trust, of course, and buy them stuff, give them money, groomed them. And then, she participated in molesting and raping these girls with Epstein. She's a piece of crap. I hope they throw the book at her. She needs the death penalty. All pedophiles do. Because they'll just reoffend. She's a sorry excuse for a woman. She's not a woman in my eyes. It blows my mind that a woman would go find young girls for some sicko man to molest and rape, and she participated in that. I hope she never sees the light of day again. They better keep a good eye on her, or she'll try to take herself out just like Epstein did. Now, Prince Andrew, he was involved in this stuff too. The Queen's son, from my understanding. The FBI want to talk to him. Mac, did you watch that news conference I uploaded about Maxwell? She did some horrible things to those young girls. It really makes me angry that she went out, found these girls. They looked for girls that didn't have much money. Their parents didn't have much money. Had a bad home life. Just had, things going on with them. Preyed on the vulnerable. And then would groom them. She's a sick bitch. They need to throw her in with those women that hate child molesters. I think all child molesters, child abusers, should get life in prison, or, well, I actually think they should get the death penalty. But yeah, either life in prison or the death penalty. That woman is disgusting. She is disgusting. Looking at her makes me sick. Absolutely, he was. In the interview he did, said it all. Yeah. Wondering why she wasn't arrested at the same time as Epstein. Well, that's a good question. The police, well, the FBI says they knew where she was the whole time. Here all the public thought like she was in hiding. No, authorities didn't know where she's at. Yeah, they knew where she was at, and she was in the United States. Can you believe that? I forget what state, Connecticut, somewhere like that, New York, somewhere. But I don't know. Maybe they were gathering evidence before they got her, but they said she was just living the life of luxury, still living the life of luxury. I think her dad was a famous journalist, but he was corrupt too. Yeah, he embezzled money. They found him dead, floating beside of his yacht, Maxwell's dad, back in the day. Very interesting that the charges against her do not include actual abuse. Oh, really, Mac? I'm glad you pointed that out to me. Didn't say actual abuse. She groomed these girls. She just didn't get the girls and take them straight to Epstein. She groomed them. Bought them stuff, give them money. Started undressing in front of them, showing them pornography. Sick bitch. And actually helped Epstein molest and rape these young, vulnerable girls. Girls that was down on their luck. They preyed upon them. God, makes me so sick. Whole family of creeps they are. They think they can do what they want because they got money. Epstein has been doing this for years. Hell, he's had a private island, pedophile island. Okay, finally let me remove a comment. She very likely could cut a deal. Yeah, she could cut a deal if she gives them information on other people that was in on this. There was quite a few. Prince Andrew. I can't believe he would be involved in such crap, but I reckon he is. He's been on pedophile island with Epstein. Allegedly, he has molested young girls, raped them. Only procurement and enticement and perjury. Oh, really? That's all she got charged for? Disgusting. Money equals power. Yes. Allegedly, she raped them too. Yeah. Hey, Charlie Girl says, yeah, she participated in it. Threesomes, they called them. Maxwell, her father wasn't any bad. No, he was corrupt. He embezzled people's retirement funds, something like that. And they found him dead, floating in the water beside of his big fancy yacht. They don't know if he drowned, had something medically wrong with him, something happened, fell into the water, or somebody murdered him, from what I understand. Yes, that she shared with Epstein. She was on that island with him. Yeah, she recruited all those girls for him, most of them. Oh my goodness, speaking of all this, I wake up to a copyright claim from the UK about my press conference on her. Oh, really? Well, I got the press conference from Facebook. I'll have to check mine. I didn't see any copyright claims. What I do is I'll add a picture into those press conferences, leave it to paper. A picture of the victim or the suspect, whatever. You got to add something like that in. Also, you can do a little voiceover, say like, hey, we're going to watch this press conference, and then add the press conference. YouTube's really, really tricky. I have to watch what I do on here. I had a copyright claim one time, and it's just like, I took the music out of this video, and that's what I did. Usually, a copyright claim is not a strike, so don't worry about it. Just remove whatever the claim is about. Make sure you do that. Watch what music and stuff you put in. That's why my intro music usually is just instrumental. Doesn't have any words. I make sure to go to bensound.com. Royalty free. All you got to do is just put their link into the description, which I didn't do this morning. I need to. That's all they ask for you to do. Wonder if he slipped or was pushed. Maxwell's father was probably killed because he was corrupted into a lot of stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Nobody's innocent, but some are predators. Yeah. I think Prince Andrew is a predator too. He's a real sicko. No offense to anyone from over there, in there, but there's evidence to support that he was in on this stuff. Copyright me on the whole damn. Where did you get the press conference from? Did you get it from YouTube? Don't get it from YouTube unless it's like East Idaho Press. They don't seem to mind. Try to get them from Facebook or somewhere else. News article. I'm just reading comments, guys. Oh, is Alex? What did Alex say? Scroll up. So I can't even see her comment. Alex, she likes to send me pictures of my baby girl. Her little baby, Harley. Her other little girl's cute, too. Harley's my little chunky monkey. I just love her name. She's just so cute. That is the happiest baby that I have ever seen in my life. I mean, just the pictures of her. You can see the happiness in her little face, in her eyes. And she's got the prettiest hair. It's going to be thick. It's a little bit dark looking to me in the pictures. It's beautiful. I love like darker hair. I think it's like a darker blonde or something. Alex, you make beautiful babies, girl. We got another subscriber and friend that's going to be having a baby too. Haley. She's a channel member. I think it's her YouTube name's Haley Turner, maybe. Yeah, she's going to be having a baby in a few months. Can't wait to see the pictures. It's going to be her first baby. She's going to be a good mom. She's a big animal lover. She probably got as many animals as I do. Yeah, both her Alex's little girls, both of them as pretty as they can be. They're so pretty. And Harley's little pictures. I'm going to say it again. I've never seen a baby that happy. I mean, you can just tell it in the pics. Yeah, Alex, make some more. Make some more babies. Yeah, congratulations to Miss Haley. She'll probably watch the replay. I need to check on her and see where she's at this morning. Well, guys, did y'all have a good 4th of July? I'll talk with y'all just a few minutes before I get off here. Brooke, no more bays for me. No. Well, I can still have babies, but I don't need to have another one. One child's enough for me, but you know, if I did get pregnant or something, that'd be great, wonderful, I'd be happy, but I'm not planning on it. I'm planning on getting some more animals. I want some chickens, more chickens. I tried to hatch eggs, it didn't work. So I'm thinking about ordering me an incubator. But I've also been thinking about just waiting on ordering the incubator till next year and let them hatch eggs next year. You should get them in photo ads making money. Yeah, Alex really should. Now, I've seen more pictures of the baby, Harley, and she loves the camera. You can tell. She's loving it. Androchrome is used by loads of the rich and famous pure evil. I don't know what that means, androchrome. They did a hysterectomy on me because of endometriosis and other issues. Oh, really, Brooke? I've had a lot of female problems myself. Yes, CC, where I'm at, I'd rather have a goat than another baby. I think you should get you a baby goat. When you get a baby goat, make sure to work with it where you can pick up its leg at the back and look at its hooves. And you can actually housebreak those little goats. If you get a goat, get a dwarf goat or a pygmy goat. Pygmies and Nigerian dwarf goats are just about the same. I think one's just like a little bit taller than the other, but they're both from Nigeria. I stayed in the pool on the 4th. I laid out in the sun, let's see. Oh, I guess that was Friday. I may have laid out Saturday. I like to lay out in the sun, and I don't have a pool, but I have an awesome sprinkler. And I go turn the sprinkler on and run through it. But my neighbors has got her parents visiting. And I guess they brought down her little boy to visit with her for a while. She works like as a CNA. And because of the coronavirus and stuff, he's been staying at West Virginia. But crap, I can't lay out in the sun because I call them the clampets. They sit on the porch all day long. Even when it's hot. Even when it's like 90-some in the shade. But listen to this. This is funny. I was out there the other day. There's nobody outside. I was laying in the sun. Daddy Clampett come out. He's just sitting on the porch. Mommy Clampett come out and put his ass in the house. And I think it's because I was laying in the sun. But you know what? It's my yard. I lay in the sun all the time. I don't lay in the sun if there's neighbors and stuff out. But if there's nobody around, I do. And I turn my chair towards my house where nobody can see me. And my little blanket that I lay on, Mark got me this outdoor blanket. I put it in front of my lounge chair to kind of block so nobody can see. But I've got a room divider. I think I'm going to take that outside and set it up. That way, blocks them out so I can lay in the sun. The sun feels good on my leg. I'm addicted to laying in the sun. I'm just reading comments. What kind of crayon shirt you talking about? I love crayons. Okay, let me get back to my thing. Familiar with Hunter S. Thompson. He was an incredible person. That name's familiar. And adrenochrome is from adrenalized blood using to get high. I'll send you a link in Discord. Okay, yeah, send me a link. Some of these big words I don't know. Crap, my son used a big word on me on 4th of July, and I was like, what in the world does that mean? Oh. We didn't have the greatest fireworks. I did a live stream. I'm sure y'all seen it. We didn't have the greatest fireworks. My mom had just bought him like this pack. But, it was better than nothing. We had fun. I didn't talk much in the live stream because I just feel so weird live streaming around Mark. I don't know why. He don't say anything to me about it. I think it's because I know that he really don't like being on a video. You really couldn't see him the other night, but anyways. to me, it's like, I felt like afterwards, like I got like a totally different little part of my life that he don't know about my YouTube. I mean, he knows I'm on YouTube, but I don't know. It's just, I'm weird, guys. I'm weird. Get your crayon for, oh, that's a cool shirt, Brooke. I need one of those. What, Burble? I wasn't directing it. You messaged me. I can't explain. Oh, I didn't see what you said. I had to go back up. I didn't see anything. Maybe you're not talking to me. Oh, okay. You're talking to Morgan. Oh, yes, I get. Yeah, I like Feather. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel weird when he's around and I'm trying to live stream. I don't know. I would feel weird around Josh too. He's just now getting used to me. Yeah, like after I got done with my live stream, someone came in named Perry and they was like, love y'all. And I was like, love you too, Perry. And then after I got done with my live stream, he's like, who's Perry? Why are you telling that guy that you love him? I'm like, I'm not even sure that's the guy. I think it's female. You know, I just felt weird. I think he got a little jelly. I get it. I would be the same way if my husband were around. I'm not sure why, because he wouldn't care either. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mark wouldn't care. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for chatting with me. I will see you guys in the morning. If there's any updates, I'll put up a video. Anyways, I love y'all. Have a great rest of your Monday. Mondays can kind of suck sometimes. Brooke's channel. I understand that, Sissy. My fiance looks at me like, who are you talking to? Yeah. It's just weird. It's just weird. I just feel like, I got different. I don't know. There's a part of my life like he's not a part of, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, y'all. I'm a weirdo. Y'all know it. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I love you. Thanks to everybody that supports me, that watches, that join the channel membership and Patreon. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Can't imagine my life without live streaming and talking to all y'all. Really, I can't. Love y'all. Peace.